Hello all and welcome to another Cycle Path review. Today I'm reviewing the recently remastered Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. The game was an unspoken gem back when it was released in 2012 and certainly one that I forgot about in the past 8 years since its initial release. The story of Kingdoms of Amalur is a tale as old school RPGs. You're the hero destined to change your fate, literally, and the fates of others, also literally, in a sprawling open world. The story starts out pretty oddly enough with you dead on an almost steampunk-style cart being taken to a buy-dump by a bunch of gnomes, during which you also create your character. The character creation system is decently robust, however I found that I had a lot more fun randomizing my character's appearance until I got my hands on this gem. First things first, let's go ahead and talk about the graphical changes, or in this case, the severe lack of graphical changes. When the game started up, I went to the settings seeing if maybe my system had turned them down for whatever reason, but to my surprise they were turned up to the max. This led me to realizing that the developers have done very little to change them up, maybe just brightening them up a little bit or changing some textures. This isn't to say that the graphics are bad by any means, and in 2012 they were definitely top notch for their time, but playing the game now just feels like I'm in my old college laptop in 2012 playing it all over again. As a bonus fun part, I bet you guys didn't actually realize I switched over to the original game halfway through for the graphic comparison. That's what I'm talking about. Next up we got the controls. The controls, contrary to the graphics, definitely aren't that clunky and seem smoother than I remember, but again, my computer right now is about 10 times more powerful than my laptop was when I originally played the game. My computer hits well over 60 FPS at all points in the game, even during the non-interactive cutscenes. I'm talking those pre-rendered cutscenes. Combat is fun for the most part, and quite engaging. The only issue I had with combat had to do with the fact that you couldn't dodge while you're attacking at the same time. And some games do that, some games don't. This game clearly did do it like that, and that's totally okay. The story of the game hasn't changed in the past 8 years. You still died before the game story started and were revived by the soul well, created by a gnome who is incredibly gifted for being able to do this. Doing this caused you not only to choose whatever fate you want to have, but also allowed you to change the fate of the others around you. In the words of the first fate weaver that you run into,
"Nothing short of a god can do what you did."
The remainder of this nearly 40-hour campaign is all written in the pursuit of you figuring out how you died in the first place and what your purpose in the world now is. You manage to escape death and change your own fate in the process. All in all, this remastered edition is really more of a re-release of the original game, and while a $40 price point would have been much more worth it when the game came out, this time around it feels like just a waste of money, and I should have just downloaded the original and played it again. Thank you so much for checking out this review of Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. If you liked the video and would like to see more, don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button.